Hey everybody, Shark Scrapper! Well look, this system is Rackable. It's a Rackable server of some sort, so come on, let's dive in and unrack it. Or wreck it? Or wreck the... Oh, come on, let's dive in. Alright, so I think we still have hard drives in here. Yeah, we do. So these are SATA hard drives, 250 gigabytes. Now, what we mean by SATA, it's these kind of little pins. So you can see with the IDE pins, they're actual gold-plated pins across the connector, as opposed to these little bits here. This is a high-grade, a HDD high-grade or non-SATA board for board sort. This pays enough that it's worth my time to remove it from the hard drive and then sell the hard drive as a hard drive with no board. Whereas this is less value, so I just leave these on and sell these as hard drives with boards. And this hard drive is screwed in. This should be relatively easy to get that out as long as those screws cooperate. So, oops, got another one. Got another one. Yeah. Get over there. All right, so that can get sold just like that. And this is pretty nice because this, I'm pretty sure, is going to be aluminum. Yep. So we've got aluminum there. We got ferrous there. I would have thought those would have been screws, but those are some sort of little rivet thing. So I think the plan is going to be to put it in the vise and break off the aluminum arm. Otherwise, that would go as breakage. So we'll mess around with that later on. All right, I'm just going to set those aside for right now because we got a couple more here to get done. But that was nice. There were 4 hard drives in there. All right, now let's see. The other thing that's going to be putting some weight on this is the power supply. So, what are we dealing with for power supplies? We do not have the kind of power supply that just pulls out of the back. So, we'll get the lid off of here. All right, now, just a piece of tin shred there. Okay, nice copper heat sinks there. Those are pretty. And oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting way to do that. So there's some screws here that will let me take that off. Let's get that, just get that out of the way. But that's what they would have done for maintenance. Just, you know, they would have just flipped it up to replace RAM and things like that. So very cool. Come on, you. There you go. So there's just a nice little backplane board. For those of you that sell the board sort, that is a specific category on board sort. For me, that's going to be a mid-grade board for my yard. The backplane boards, by the time I get done paying the shipping to board sort, it's not worth me sending them to board sort, so I just sell them to my local yard. All right, power supply is there. Let's get the RAM out of the way. There's a whole bunch of this RAM here. Get up there. A whole bunch of RAM butts. All right, so Real nice rhombus here. Now, some folks will, will want to take the aluminum shielding off, because RAM with shielding pays less than RAM that has no shielding. Let me show you this real quick. We'll see if this will come off real easy. Sometimes these pop off real easy. Ouch, ouch. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they fight you, the way this one is doing right now. There we go. This style has these clips, right? So if you can get the clip to come off easy enough, if you can, then sometimes the heat shield will come off without pulling off the BGAs. Now, that moved pretty quickly for my purposes. Frequently this takes a bit of time, and frequently what will happen is, especially the ones that are heated on, will pull the BGAs off, and now you have a depopulated RAM stick. So in general, I usually don't mess with depopulating the RAM. Excuse me, not depopulating, but taking the shields off the RAM. With these, I might go ahead and do these, because that's relatively quick once I got the clips loose, and I get more value for the straight RAM, and we end up with some sheet aluminum as well. And these clips are stainless steel. It's very lightly magnetic. Hey everybody, it's Shark Scrapper. Here's a little teaser. We've got something new coming in 2023. I'm very excited about what we're going to start doing. I can't wait to share it with all of you. So, I think I might go ahead and depopulate these for this particular one. Usually I don't. Usually it's not worth my time. And I may decide that these aren't worth my time either. We'll see. All right, now, get the power supply disconnected here. If you're new to my channel, my yard takes #2 insulated copper wire with the plugs on. So that is a good deal for me. Some yards do that, some yards don't. Some yards insist that you cut the plug-ins off in order to get #2 insulated. It all depends on how your yard wants to buy them, right? So it's not that they're trying to get away with anything. It's just that's the way they're doing business, because that's the way they can sell them themselves. All right, now we have a power supply with no wire. And this is called Rackable system, so I guess that's the brand for this particular server, Rackable. Alrighty now, nice board here. Let's see what kind of processors we're dealing with. Come on, get in there. Copper is so shiny, I'm having a hard time seeing where to put the screwdriver bit. Wow, man, that sucker is heavy. Woo! Daggone. Yeah, that's a nice heavy copper heatsink there. And we've got a Intel Xeon, what kind of Xeon are you? 5148. So I will check with the board sort listing, but my My Sharky senses are telling me that there's no value in that as a resellable processor. Now then, let's finish getting at this board. Getting at the board. So that would be some sort of data stick. Yeah, data stick Pro. Some more cable out the way. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Got them all. Got them all. Let's get the CMOS battery out of here. There we go. All right, now, very nice. Now we're going to see what's underneath these heat sinks real quick. Flip chip. And big old gold corner BGA. Gold corner BGA with a heat spreader on it. So you've got a real nice board here. Here, wait a minute. Let me get it up a little bit more for you. Oh, wait a minute. There's more heat sinks here. Let's see what, those are probably going to be BGAs under there, I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, isn't that interesting? Very interesting. All right, now let's take a closer look at this board, because yes, this is a dual small socket server motherboard, metal. But if you are forced to depopulate because you have no choice, you know, you don't have a place to sell the boards or it's not economical to send it to board sort, there's some things here that are pretty good for depopulation. So over here you've got a gold corner BGA, you've got a yellow tantalum, you've got an oscillator. You know, some people like to get those. You got some nice chunky MLCCs right along there. Another oscillator hiding down there. More MLCCs. Nice big gold corner BGA with a copper heat spreader. Don't waste your time on the flip chip. You've got a bunch of ICs and flat packs scattered all around here. You've got some black tantalums over here. Another oscillator. And then along here, these are all gold edged crystal oscillators. There's some more over here. Now those are probably going to be pretty difficult. The way those have been surface mounted down, and they're so thin they might be difficult to get off of there, but they're there. Then you have these toroids, and in between the toroids are some more MLCCs. So you do have some things here that are worth depopulating if that's what you're into. Now for me, I'm just selling it to board sort as a dual metal socket, small server motherboard, and therefore I'm not going to depopulate anything. It's just going the way it is. Now we have some aluminum heat sinks, and what's really nice are these guys here. Now, big, chunky, heavy copper heat sinks here. I'm gonna check, make sure that's not aluminum, but as heavy as that is, as heavy as this is, I'd be really surprised. Yeah, that's copper. That's copper. So I just need to get these brass screw post standoff things off of here. Here, wait a minute. Let's see if this will make it easier for you all to see if I do this. So I think that I can unscrew that from this brass riser. Let's see. Got to be a little delicate, because if I push too hard, the screw pushes down and won't unscrew. There we go. So I just hold my thumb on it to keep the screw from pushing down. Don't push too hard with the driver. And then it comes right out. Come on. That one doesn't want to play yet. There we go. That one's playing all right. This one I might have to use my hand because it's a little bit goobered up. but there we go. Okay. There we go. All right, now once we've got the screws out, then the brass part ought to just come right off. There we go. All right, so we got a little bit of brass, we got a little bit of copper. Very nice indeed. And your yard probably wants you to put this in number 2 copper. A lot of times the copper that they use in these heat sinks is an alloy of copper that sort of degrades it a little bit from the value. So your yard is probably going to want these in number 2. But, you know, find out from your yard. Might be number 1, might be number 2. It's so dependent on your buyer, which way they want to go. How is your yard going to buy this? Number 1 or number 2? Copper. Or some other category. Yep. Are you going to sell the hard drives as hard drives with board? Or are you going to take the SATA boards off? And why? Ooh, I'm asking why. And what are you going to do with the RAM? You going to take the shields off the RAM? Or you going to sell it like that? And why? Ooh, God, I keep asking these hard questions. Hey, major announcement for 2023 from the Shark Scrapper channel. Something big is coming for Shark Scrapper in 2023. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. See y'all later.